following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello, my name is Rafael Calderon. Welcome to this new edition of our program, CHW in Action. As always, CHW stands for Community Health Worker in Action, because I'm always in action trying to bring you, the community of Nashua, healthy information. I want everybody in Nashua to be healthy, to live a healthy lifestyle. For about 2 years now, I have been working as a community health worker, or a CHW, in the community of Nashua. And I've had the privilege of working with many, many people, and I've been able to help some people live healthier lifestyles, basically. That's how I call it. Because to me, it's not just about being healthy, it's about having a healthy lifestyle. Because I could be healthy today, but if I stop working out, if I start eating a lot of junk food, if I start depressing myself, to kingdom come, then I won't be so healthy anymore. So yes, we want to be healthy, but we also want to have a healthy lifestyle. We want to live a healthy lifestyle. So like I was saying, I've been working in Nashua, in the greater Nashua area, for over 2 years now as a community health worker. And one thing that I have been noticing is that a lot of people are struggling because they are unemployed or underemployed right here in Nashua. And it's hard to believe because, well, I was going to say supposedly, but no, it is a fact that the unemployment rate in Nashua is very, very low. In New Hampshire, as a matter of fact, is very, very low. So when I tell people that I come across a lot of people in the community that are unemployed or underemployed, people look at me in disbelief. Apparently, it's hard to believe, right? Because wherever you go, you see signs that say now hiring, help wanted, so on and so forth. If you go into the internet, you'll find tons of jobs. But yet, there are a lot of people in our community, yes, in our community, who are unemployed and underemployed. So I sat down with my boss. I won't mention his name because I didn't tell him I was going to talk about him in this program. But I can tell you I have a very nice boss, very cool guy, let's put it that way. And he and I talked, and I said to him, I'm a CHW, I'm a community health worker. I love my community of Nashua. I want to be useful in every way that I can, and I want to help people find jobs. So he asked, well, how are you planning to do that? And I told him, well, back in the day, I used to be a recruiter. I used to help people find jobs. I used to run an unemployment agency, and I did pretty well. So I think that if I can reactivate that side of me and link it with my CHW work, I may be able to help people find jobs without affecting my CHW work. So he said, okay, if you think it's going to work, then go for it. And I said, okay, cool. So the result of that conversation is a new company called Agile Workplace Staffing. And we at Agile Workplace Staffing want to help everyone in Nashua that wants a job or a better job than what they have to get one. So, as part of my work as a CHW in Nashua, I am now helping people find jobs. Why is that? Okay, the reason for that is that out of the many, many people that I talk to, right, that have issues, they tell me, the ones that are unemployed and underemployed, of course, because we all have issues. Some of them have to do with financial matters, and some don't. Some have to do with health, some have to do with emotional stuff, with romantic stuff, with you name it. But the key thing is that I can help anyone live a healthier lifestyle. I can take any person that is living an unhealthy lifestyle and teach them how to eat healthy, or how to eat healthy foods, how to exercise, how to have a more active lifestyle, how to manage their medications if they have any, and if they have medical needs, then I can send, or I can arrange for the person to have a nurse, a registered nurse, to go visit them at their homes and help them, have a healthy life to basically to deal with medical stuff. All right, and as far as the mentality of people, because you would be amazed how many people just don't think about getting healthy. 1 second. This water is so good. You'd be amazed how many people just simply don't know how to be healthy. They just live their lives day by day. That's how they grew up, watching their parents live their lives. That's how they see their siblings, their friends, and their relatives, and you name it, living their lives. So they figure, hey, that's how life is. You just go with the flow. And one day they wake up being in the mid 40s, early 50s, and they find themselves to be obese. They find themselves to be very unhappy with their lives. They find themselves to be very unhealthy, not only physically, but mentally. And mentally, I mean, when people simply become complacent with their situation. And now, I'm not saying, I'm not putting anybody down. I mean, I understand that life happens. I'm just saying that most of us end up in that situation. And it takes like a wake up call from life to get us to understand that we were born to live great lives, to live ideal lifestyles. But in order to live an ideal lifestyle, we have to be healthy. And in order to be healthy, we have to basically have a healthy lifestyle. Part of which, in fact, let me tell you real quick what a healthy lifestyle is, and then we can go into more details into everything else. So to be healthy is so simple. I mean, we're all going to get diseases. I'm not going to say people are going to get diseases. We all are going to get diseases. It's just the way life is. We have a human body. It's kind of fragile when you think of it, right? And we live in a tough environment, especially in New England. We have these tough winters that get to you. And then summer comes along and you have that sun like right in your back. So our bodies take a lot of pounding. However, if we exercise our body, if we treat our bodies well, they can take a lot. So the idea or the keys to living a healthy lifestyle are to be healthy, and that includes you have to eat well. You have to eat healthily. I mean, not eat well because, I have a friend who eats a lot of red meat, and I tell him that is not good for you. Anything in excess is not good for you. And he says, well, I'm eating well. I'm getting a full belly. I'm feeling strong. So I'm good. And I said, okay, I respect your opinion. So I don't want to say we have to eat well. What we do have to do is we have to eat healthy. We have to eat healthy foods. And I am in contact with a friend of mine who is a nutritionist who can teach anyone a nutritional course where people can learn how to eat healthy foods and how to prepare healthy foods. So basically, to be healthy and have a healthy lifestyle, you want to eat healthy foods, you want to exercise regularly, you want to be at peace within yourself. And by that I mean you want to avoid stress. Don't let things stress you out. If you have things or people in your life that cause you stress, you might want to think about making some changes, because that is eventually going to catch up with you and you will get sick. And of course, if you have any diseases, any family diseases or what have you, by family diseases I mean something genetic, something that you were born with. Okay? If you do that stuff, if you have anything like that, then you want to stay on top of it. And you want to manage your medication, you want to see your doctor. Very important, it's very important that you know that part of being healthy is to see your doctor and to make sure that you follow your doctor's plan of action when it comes to medical stuff, right? So that's it. You eat healthy, you exercise, you avoid stress. In other words, be happy, try to remain happy. I mean, we know that life happens, things happen. We can be depressed every now and then, things happen. It's part of life to be depressed a little bit. Just don't stay depressed, okay? You can be you can be really down, and then you say, okay, I'm going to be down for a couple of hours, and then I'm going to do my best to snap out of it. And believe me, because you have the power of your mind, you can snap out of it at any time. So if you can remain stress-free, or at least try to maintain your freedom from stress, and you see your doctor, you eat healthy, I'm telling you, you will have a healthy lifestyle. So now, in order to have a healthy lifestyle, in my opinion, you need to have a job. You need to have a good job. And let me tell you why. When people are not working, they're not producing. And by producing, I mean material stuff. Let's say money. When people are not producing money, then money problems arrive. And even if people are producing money, but they are producing less than what they need, then the stress comes because we need more money. And it's just as frustrating to not have money than to have money but not enough to cover all your basic necessities. So money is an issue when it comes to health. I know that this is not mentioned much. It's not mentioned much in the medical environment because usually people don't talk about that stuff. Not many people like talking about money. But I'm telling you that as a community health worker, I talk to many people in the community, and money plays a big role when it comes to healthcare, right? Because thank God that now we have the Affordable Care Act. But even that, some people some people don't qualify for the Affordable Care Act because they make just a little bit more money than what they're supposed to, or they are employed and their employer does not uh, carry or cover health insurance, and the person have to cover it, and it can get pretty expensive. So even though some people work, sometimes they cannot have adequate health insurance. What happens when you don't have adequate health insurance? It affects your way of life. You cannot do all the things that you want to do, and most importantly, you're not able to go away, go on vacation, relax, and wind as much as you would want to, because the money that you get has to go into paying bills, pay medical bills, house bills, all kinds of bills, right? What we do we spend most of our time working and paying bills. But here's the deal: if we are healthy, every now and then we can do something fun. We can do some fun and recreation, and that fun and recreation can help us stay healthy. So that's why I had a conversation with my boss, and I told him basically I want to become a recruiter slash CHW. I want to mix my CHW work with my employment services experience, right? I want to help people find jobs. I want anyone that is unemployed or underemployed in Nashua to find work. I want to help them find work, and I want to create a team around me that can help me, right? Because I want everybody to be healthy. So out of that conversation, so I believe I may have mentioned that we started Agile Workplace Staffing, right? So now as Agile Workplace Staffing, we are helping quite a number of people to find work. We have quite a number of employees. I don't want to go into too many details because I didn't talk to people about me mentioning this on the TV show. I just came in to talk about the fact that I am now, as a community health worker, trying to help people find jobs. And then my intuition, my inspiration just drifted into talking about these things because I really do care for the community of Nashua. And I'm telling you this not just as a resident of Nashua, as a CHW, as a human being. I really like, care, and love the community of Nashua. And it's not just because it's so beautiful and so majestic and classic and so lovely and welcoming. Nashua is a very welcoming community. I know that bad things happen here and there, and that's unfortunate. It is part of life, though. And if we concentrate on the positive instead of the negative, I think we can eventually overcome the negativity that sometimes overtakes the the happiness or the beauty of the welcoming feeling that you get in Nashua, right? Recently, something bad happened. I'm not going to mention what it is because I do not believe in promoting negative stuff. I believe that life is life, things happen. Sometimes negative things happen, unfortunately. And instead of us coming together and talking about the positive things around that negative thing or things that happen, then people tend to put all their attention into that negative thing. And to me, whatever you put attention into grows, right? I don't want negative stuff to grow. So I don't want to talk about negative stuff. I want positive things to grow, right? What did Erna and Gail said? Whatever the mind uh, thinks about or thinks about, no, he said, whatever man thinks about most of the time, he attracts to himself. That's what it is. Life is about you attracting into your life what you think about most of the time. And to quote Erna and Gale, whatever man thinks about most of the time, that he becomes. Something like that. So the point being is that Nashua is a very welcoming community. There's a lot of nice, good people here in Nashua. Unfortunately, we have a few bad apples. And when one of those bad apples do something bad, then a lot of attention is uh, given to that bad act by that bad apple. And I understand and respect that. I try to simply not to participate. So that's why I want to make a point to say that I love Nashua because it's such a welcoming community, such lovely people. No matter where you go in the planet, you'll find good people and bad people. It's just the way life is. It's the way that God wants things to be, right? But for those of us that are good, that try to be good, we make Nashua a lovely, beautiful community. And because I love this community of Nashua, is that I want to be the best community health worker possible. I want to be the best CHW possible that I can be because I want to give back to my community because my community has given me a lot. I have made some very good friends here in Nashua. I've been able to be very useful here in Nashua, and I've been able to drive the message of unity and prosperity in Nashua, and I could never be thankful enough to the community of Nashua. That's why I want to give all that I can. So if as a CHW, a community health worker, I'm able to help people live healthier lifestyles, then I want to also help those people that I'm able to work with to have gainful employment. So back in the day, I used to be a recruiter. I used to have a lot of people working with me. I used to have multiple accounts where I could send people to work as temp to perms, and most people that I worked with, ended up permanent. So I was really privileged to be able to work in those areas with those people. But then time moved on, and I decided to start my own business as a professional life coach. And then somehow my professional life coaching brought me into this community health working training course. And out of that course, I decided that I wanted to be a community health worker, a CHW. And then I graduated from the class and I started working as a community health worker. So I am now bringing all that employment services experience back into my life, into my present, so I can put it together with CHW work. So now, people in Nashua are going to be healthier and gainfully employed. Now, what do I mean by gainfully employed? Well, you have a lot of people that, or I know a lot of people that have jobs, right? They work 40 hours a week, they make enough money to make a living, to pay the bills, but then they don't have much time to enjoy themselves, to enjoy their lives, because they're not making enough money. These are people that I call underemployed. So you do have unemployed people, people that have no jobs, and you have unemployed people. Unemployed people, I'm sorry, and underemployed people. Then of course you have people that are, gainfully employed, that make a decent salary, have benefits, and then that's a whole different ballgame. What I'm concentrating on right now, it's a mixing my CHW work with my employment services skills and be able to bring to you the opportunity, if you're unemployed or underemployed, to come work with us. Okay, at the end of this program, you'll have my contact information. So I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to get you to call me for my services. I'm trying to tell you that I love my community of Nashua, and I want to give it all that I can. And that's why today, I didn't want to have a guest on my TV show. I wanted to come in and talk to you, my audience, because for number one, I'm grateful that you give me your time and you listen to me, because I know that I don't have any music around me, I don't have any entertainment around me, so I know it might not be the most exciting thing to do, to listen to me talk about my love for my community of Nashua, or my love for being a CHW. But the reality is that a lot of the people that I've met in the community have told me the things that you do help, and that TV show of yours helps, and some people follow it. I want to say a lot of people, but I want to be modest, okay? But I will say that I have been out in the community and people have come up to me and said to me, I saw you on TV, I saw you on Channel 96, I like what you talked about, I like what you do, we need more of that in the community. And I say, well, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, is to expose cool places like this, like Channel 96, that like Access Nashua TV. I want people to know that this place is here, so that anyone that wants to do a TV show can come here and talk to the guys and get something going. So going back to the reason why I'm doing a solo this week, I am trying to let all companies know in the greater Nashua area and in the Souhegan Valley, if you're looking for good employees, give me a call or send me an email. I am now working, well, not now because I'm also a CHW. I'm working for I'm doing two jobs right now, right? One job as a CHW and one job as a recruiter, but I'm mixing them. So if you are looking for good help, good workers, give me a call, email me. Again, my information is so that it will be displayed at the end of this program. I can help you get good, I can get you good employees. Right now, I am working with a company, and this is no lie. I'm going to quote the plant manager, but I cannot give you his name because I don't have his permission. I didn't tell him I was going to mention him in this TV show, but he told me, we're sticking with Agile because of your consistency. Your workers come in consistently and do a good job consistently, and that is what it's all about. It's about consistency at work. How do we get that consistency? Because I have a very cool boss. I won't mention his name, but I want people to know that my boss is pretty cool. I'm working with a fellow CHW who is amazing. I'm not going to mention his name either because he's not here with us. But I don't. What I'm trying to say is that I'm not working alone. I'm part of a team, and this team has this company be very happy with us because we send them good people. So if you are a company that's looking for good workers, please give me a call. Please give me an email. If you are a person that is looking for work, that is unemployed or underemployed, please email me. Don't call me, because if you call me, you could call me at the time that I'm speaking with a company that could be a job for you. It's better if you send me an email and you tell me I'm looking for this kind of work, I'm looking to make this kind of money, and here's my resume. Please send me a resume. You'd be amazed how many people I talk to that sound so eager to work, and I want to help them so much, but they don't have a resume. And the idea of a resume is that if I have it, I can send it to a company, and the company can tell me right away if they're interested or not. Without a resume, we can still help people find a job, but it's a little more interesting, let's put it that way. So there you go, my lovely community of Nashua, Greater Nashua, Souhegan Valley, Manchester, New Hampshire, the Hillsborough County, anywhere where this program reaches. I want everyone to know that we at Agile Workplace Staffing are putting good people to work. We're finding good work opportunities because I know as a community health worker that a person that is gainfully employed, that is happy with his or her job, is a better person, not just a better human being, a healthier human being, a better member of the community. So I just want you to know that. Now, before I leave you, I do want you to know that my number one priority is to be the best CHW in Nashua, New Hampshire. And by best, I don't mean better than anybody else. I simply mean that I give it my best, okay? That I do everything that I can to make sure that everyone in Nashua is living a healthy lifestyle. That water is really good. And I haven't mentioned, I was saving this for the end. Okay? I want my audience to know that I've gone back to church. I am what I like to call an inactive Mormon. And I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to speak on behalf of the church. But that is my faith. That is what I believe in. And I've been away from the church because I was so gung-ho, work, be the best CHW forever, that I was beginning to forget that you need to have a good relationship with God if you are going to be a full person. And my relationship with God has nothing to do with any religion. I happen to visit the Mormon church because I love the people there. But all churches are good. I respect all religions. And I love God and I love having a relationship with God. And I know that He's important. It keeps me centered, per se. So I went back to church so that I can stay centered and put all my energies into bringing together my CHW skills and my employment services skills and be as useful as possible to the community of Nashua. And I just want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to come to you this way. I want to give God opportunity for giving me the opportunity to be useful to other people. I mean, Nashua, again, is such a lovely community that has given me the opportunity to be useful and to be able to help so many people. And now I want to do more. I'm more invested in Nashua. I'm more invested now than ever. And now that I'm back in good relations, as I like to call it, with God, in the sense of a good relationship with God. I don't want to say I'm not promoting religion. I'm promoting a good relationship with God. Then that gives me the certainty that I will be at my best to do that thing that I like, that I do best, which is to be useful to people. And I'm trying to be as humble as possible. I just get very excited. Okay? So now that I'm putting my life in order so that I can make this project work, this thing about having people be healthy and gainfully employed, and I'm at one with my spiritual guidance, then I can offer the best of me to my community. So I'm coming close to the end of this program, and again, um, I was in apologize, but no apologies. This is fun for me. I apologize because I actually have a very cool guest. I mean, I have had very nice people on my TV show. I'm very grateful, and I know I'm not even close to as cool as some of the guests that I've had, but I think I'm a little bit cool, and that's why I thought I would talk to you on one-on-one, let you know what I'm up to. Okay, ask you for your support. Okay, I'm not asking you to follow me. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do want you to follow me on Facebook and on LinkedIn, and I'm about to get into Twitter. So do follow me, okay? Do support my work because my work is for the community. But the main thing that I want for you is to see me as someone that pursues his dreams, and you can do the same. You can pursue your dreams also. If I can do one thing as a community health worker / recruiter, is to try to motivate you to live your ideal lifestyle, to pursue your dreams, to do what you want to do with life, with your life. I'm telling you, nothing comes close to getting that feeling of being useful to other people. When you know and you can see that someone is healthier because of you, is living a better life because of you, because of your work, it's not a matter of ego. It's just a feeling of peace that you get inside. And that's what I like. That's why I like to help. It's not because of any other reason. I mean, I work, it's my job, I get paid, I need to pay bills, but even if I were not getting paid, I would find a way to continue to be a CHW and continue to help people find jobs and be gainfully employed, because I know that's how you enjoy your life. And with that, I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me for this half an hour, for listening to me going on and on and on and on and on. And hopefully you got the point, hopefully you got the message, and hopefully we will get together so to make Nashua, to continue to make Nashua greater, to help everyone in Nashua to be healthier and to have gainful employment, or to get gainful employment. With that, I thank you for your time. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. I'm your CHW, Rafael Calderon. God bless you.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.